Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I have an AliExpress haul. I have mostly makeup today, but I do have some brushes and I've got a couple of accessories and a face mask. I know you're thinking a face mask, and believe me, I never would have expected this time last year I'd be doing an AliExpress haul that featured a face mask, but I mean, here we are. It's kind of like, you know, when you watch TV programs that were filmed prior to the pandemic and, you know, you see people kind of hugging or shaking hands, just being within 2 meters distance of each other, and it kind of looks really crazy now to be able to see that, because in a way, like, we've just become so used to this whole new normal kind of situation. But anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to get stuck into this haul because I really want to focus on more positive things than, you know, the pandemic word, you know what I mean? Okay, so you may remember a couple of months ago I tried out a new eyeshadow palette. I say a couple of months and I'm just thinking when it was not a couple of months, it was December. It was a couple of weeks ago probably, but I tried out the Orange You Glad eyeshadow palette from the GUICAMI brand. Well, in that video I said that I was going to go ahead and I was going to buy the Baby Got Peach palette because I was just so impressed with the quality of the Orange You Glad palette. So lucky for me, this little bitch turned right up today, and it's quite convenient actually because I'm kind of in a peachy mood today. Like, I've got the peach eyeshadow, I've got the peach lip, and I've got the 50% peach top. So yeah, I'm really pleased that this has come today. I'm also pleased obviously because I cannot wait to actually try the palette. I realised when I was trying out the Orange You Glad palette that actually GUICAMI had definitely taken inspiration from Colourpop for their series of kind of fruity inspired eyeshadow palettes. When I was kind of Googling it, instantly Colourpop's version came up and I was like, ho ho ho. I think the only thing really that GUICAMI changed was they slightly changed the wording on the name of the product, slightly changed a couple of shades, but I feel like that was maybe only because they couldn't exactly match the shades in the Colourpop palettes. I've talked about dupes and like fakes a lot over the course of my channel, and I do think that there is a big difference between fake makeup where brands will literally just completely replicate a product and they will sell it pretending to be that product you actually think you're buying. Say for example, if you think you're buying a real Colourpop but really it's not, those kinds of fakes I do not agree with, I do not condone, and I think they're terrible. However, I think that makeup dupes are kind of different in that they've kind of taken inspiration from maybe not necessarily like high-end brands, even like Colourpop, which is I don't know, I'd say it's probably budget brand. I don't know, because we don't have Colourpop in the UK. So for me, if I were to buy from Colourpop, it would not be a budget brand, because the one time I did purchase some items from Colourpop, I ended up with a $24 custom charge, which kind of made the whole thing quite high-end prices actually. But yeah, I think probably like if you're in America, Colourpop's probably quite an affordable brand. Anyway, yeah, I think that, you know, in the makeup world, everyone's kind of looking to other people to copy. Like this particular like fruity inspired range of eyeshadow palettes, it's not just been done by Colourpop, it's been done by a lot of other brands over the course of makeups. I don't really have a problem with brands taking inspiration from other brands but making it clear that this is by our brand. I just come from a place of someone that does not have a lot of disposable income to spend on makeup, so I kind of like it in a way when affordable brands do kind of dupe higher end brands, because it kind of, in a way, it kind of makes you feel like included, like, oh yeah, this is a fun release and it's similar to this release by this brand which is a bit more expensive, but now I can buy it more affordably. And you know what I mean? I don't know. I think I've just over-explained that to death. But anyway, guys, let's have a look at Baby Got Peach. I was very impressed with the Orange You Glad palette. I was impressed with the formula of the shadows. They were very pigmented, very easy to work with. The only thing is, actually, I didn't like the shimmers. I only like the mattes. This is the Baby Got Beach. Oh, shit. Baby Got Peach. I mean, that's what they could have actually changed the name to. But anyway, the Baby Got Peach palette. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Okay, so this is what she looks like, but I am almost like certain that in the picture on AliExpress, I'm sure that there was a blue kind of shimmer slash metallic. Maybe that kind of, you know, pressed glitter. Oh, actually, yeah, in certain lights, it does definitely come off as it looking like blue tone, but oh, actually from this angle as well, it does actually look a bit blue from some angles. But oh, do you know, I'm a bit disappointed. I thought it would have been like really nice to have like a blue in amongst the peach, because blue and peach do complement each other really, really well. But you know what, it's fine. What I found in the Orange You Glad palette was that there were two shimmers and they both looked incredibly similar, both when in the pan and also swatched and used on the lid. And I feel like we've got a similar situation with this palette as well, because these two shimmers, they look virtually identical. I mean, this one here looks a little bit more maybe rose gold and this one looks a bit more peach, but oh my gosh, they look so similar. And also I'm not convinced that this matte and this matte are going to look all that different once they're blended out in the crease, you know. So that's a little bit disappointing for me, but I am going to reserve judgment and I will give this one a go soon. It's tough to kind of judge these palettes really, because I think this costs about £4, so it's very affordable. And you know, I suppose you could argue that even if these two brown shades are quite similar, you know, you still have, well, actually the two shimmers are quite similar as well, so actually, you know, you may end up with about 6 shades in the palette that are usable, do you know what I mean, if that makes sense. But anyway guys, I think she looks beautiful, but I must say I am a little bit disappointed. I think I was expecting a whole different palette from, let me just check, because I just feel like I'm quite intrigued here to just have a quick look at the picture that was on the AliExpress website, because I just want to see, like, am I being super harsh here and judgmental, or did this look different in the advertising picture? Okay, so yeah, I do think that maybe I am being a little bit harsh and I kind of misinterpreted the picture a bit, because so this is the picture that's on AliExpress, and if you see what I mean, that kind of pressed glitter up at the top, I think that pressed glitter, I don't know, in my eyes it was coming across as blue. Maybe I just really wanted it to be blue. I was envisioning it was blue, but okay, so I don't know. Anyway, right, okay, I will be trying the palette and we'll see how she goes. Okay, so next I got a extremely exciting product. So this is GUICAMI's brand new foundation. She's called the Matte Pro Longwear. She claims to be a very long-lasting foundation. She also claims to be a full coverage and she has a matte finish. So this foundation comes in 7 different shades, as always with AliExpress brands kind of shade ranges. They are not very extensive whatsoever. This shade range is not going to be in any way inclusive for everyone, so I do think that is pretty disappointing. I just hope that at some point these AliExpress makeup brands will be able to create a more inclusive, wide, varied shade range with their products. So this foundation is super affordable. It's currently on sale for £1.89. It's got some really positive reviews so far. It's got a total of 4.4 stars out of 5, which is extremely encouraging. I cannot wait to try this foundation. I think I'm going to probably do it in the style of one of my typical foundation reviews. So I'll be doing kind of a first impression and then I'll be wearing the foundation for a few days and, you know, really giving it a thorough test out. So I'm probably going to be getting onto that fairly soon. Just to mention, I did go for the shade Light Sand, which is the 4th lightest shade, and you know, if you look at me, I am fairly fair. Usually I tend to buy shade Vanilla, or I tend to be like, you know, at the first rung in the light category, if that makes sense. I don't want to be like giving GUICAMI a hard time about this, because I really do respect the brand. Like, they definitely, I don't think, intended to create an uninclusive shade range, but I would just hope that maybe they're mindful of that going forward with future releases, and maybe they do try and at least just throw in a few more options for those individuals that do have deeper skin tones, you know. And yeah, that's just my stance. Okay, so next I got a highlighter, and I've been dying for this highlighter to turn up. I was becoming obsessive. I was literally getting to the point where I was obsessive and I was suspicious, because I was thinking to myself, has the postman actually taken her? Because she looks so beautiful in the pictures, and I just had an image in my mind, the postman or postwoman spotting her there and thinking, oh my gosh, she is beautiful. But don't worry, it's fine. She arrived. So this highlighter is by the MAVIC brand, and yeah, it's quite simply just called MAVIC highlighter. She is a highlighter so extravagant that she comes in her own frame. She's framed because she's just a beauty to behold, apparently. I'm going to pop her out. Oh no, she's not in a frame. Oh guys, so I thought she was like pushed in and she was in like a frame, but no, that's just her. This is her, the packaging. This is her whole being that we're witnessing right now. But anyway, so I'm going to pop her open and look. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Oh god, I could just look at her all day. She's so gorgeous. I mean, she looks very glittery, and she's obviously got this like two-toned appearance. So we've got a lighter kind of champagne shade, and then we've got more of like a bronze shade here. I am hoping that she's going to be like super like a gelée formula. I just hope she can be super creamy. So I'm going to do a swatch and we can see. I'm going to swatch the champagne bit first. Oh yeah, she definitely feels like a gelée. She does. I'm a bit underwhelmed because yes, she was smooth, but also at the same time, I could definitely feel like a bit of grittiness, because I think she's been infused with a shitload of glitter. That kind of, you know, took away from the smooth feeling. But do you know what? No, Anwen, stay positive. You know, I'm going to just do a swatch a-roo. Oh, guys, no, my excitement, she's come back again. Oh, yes. Hallelujah. Oh, guys, yeah, she really has that wet look, sheen look. Yes, there is a lot of visible glitter. So if you're not a fan of like visible glitter, then I'd say that this highlighter potentially is not for you. But oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful. I just adore that kind of, you know, like the glass skin sheen. I adore. Also going to swatch the, oh my gosh, so this has a whole different texture. This one feels truly a bit emollient, but she feels like truly creamy, I would say. And I don't think that this one actually has that much glitter in. So yeah, the textures are very different. Like if I just do a swatch beneath the champagne, yeah, the textures are very, very different. So the bronze one is completely smooth. If you imagine putting your finger into like, you know, I know I'm going to make this overcomplicated because I always do, but if you imagine like a bar of soap that was a bit wet and you run your finger over it and it's just completely smooth, that's exactly kind of how this one feels. Whereas, yeah, the champagne one was definitely a bit gritty. But oh my gosh, guys, I absolutely love both of these, and I think that the bronze would actually make the most beautiful kind of creamy bronzer. I couldn't think of what I was going to say there. I was like bronzer. I'm just hoping that she's not be like too deep for my skin, but you know, even if she is, I probably won't even give a shit because she looks so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try this out and actually see what does she look like. Keep posted, guys, because I'm going to be trying her out soon. Oh gosh, so guys, I just wanted to show you that I'm actually wearing, you know, the vertical earring. I've actually got it in the right way today because I was full of guilt after the video where I hauled it, and I was basically just ranting and raving about how high maintenance it was and, you know, what a terrible design it was because I just hadn't taken the time to actually verify how you were meant to put it in. So anyway, yeah, I've got it in today. This is like a guilt wearing situation. I'm guilt wearing her today, but I must say I've had her in all morning and she stayed in place. I think she looks extremely unique and kind of elegant, you know what I mean? And I've never described anything, especially anything on myself, looking elegant because, you know, I'm coming from a place where I've got this like two-toned cardigan on, and it's just, I don't know what's going on with the buttons. So, I mean, I never, oh, and my choker's just turned the wrong way. But I never look elegant. Like, I just don't. I feel like, oh, yeah, I'm living my very best elegant lifestyle with this earring. And I would definitely say, you know, if you're a fan of, like, ear jewellery, accessories, oh, my gosh, you need to pick yourself up some of these. Just make sure you actually, you know, apply it the right way. And yeah, this is like my new fave. Honestly, new fave. Okay, so speaking of jewellery, I picked up another earring. This one is a diamante kind of ear cuff. So the idea of this is that it kind of sits there. So you've got a clip bit just at the top, just there where you can kind of hook it around the top of your ear. And then you've got a regular kind of, you know, kind of piercing bit at the bottom to go in your lower piercing. So I'm not going to try this on right now because I've actually got, you know, the masterpiece elegance personified going on in my ear. But I'm going to cut to footage now of me actually trying this so that you can see what she looks like. But oh my gosh, I just think it's so blingy, so extra, so sensational. Anyway, I'm going to show, oh, she's stuck. Oh no. Right, guys, you just go check out me trying her and I'll be back in a minute when I've actually detached her from my elegant piece. Oh no, so we have a problem. I am unable to actually install this piece because the top bit is kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of clashing with where I've got, you know, my industrial piercing. So there's nothing to actually hook onto. So it will not hook in place. It's refusing to hook in place. It's only set up to work on this side, like it wouldn't work on the other side. So I feel like this is a little bit of a fail, which is super disappointing. It just will not, it refuses, like literally refusing to hook on, which, oh my gosh, so sad. Oh my gosh, is it on? Well, it's not really because I've not got the bottom bit in, but okay, I think that's probably the best we're going to get, which is a shame because it's so beautiful. Look. But do you know what? If you do not have an industrial in your left ear, then I feel like you could definitely get away with this. Unfortunately, this is going to be regifted to someone. I will, of course, sanitize it before I pass it on. But yeah, this is a regifter if ever I've seen one. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, guys. And yeah, I don't know, maybe they do some for right ears. I don't know. I mean, because they can't discriminate against right ears. So you'd think they would do one for right ears. But, and also, what if you didn't have a left ear? You just got one ear. I mean, isn't she amazing, guys? Like, does she look good in? I don't know, because I've not actually filmed that bit yet, but I hope she looks magnificent. I just think she is, again, quite unique. I know that we have had these kind of cuff earrings out for a while, but I think AliExpress is just taking them to a whole different level. They've got some really, really interesting creative designs that I just think look so beautiful. They've got some that are quite extravagant, such as this one. I mean, you know, this one is kind of like a statement earpiece, but they do have some other kind of more subtle, I don't want to say tasteful, even though tasteful was the word that kept going to my mind. They do have some toned down ones if you want something a little less bling bling than this, you know. Okay, so next I got a concealer by the Fairer brand. I'm a huge fan of the Fairer brand. I think that for the vast majority of their products that I've tried have been really good quality. So this one, like as soon as I saw it, it definitely reminded me of the NARS creamy, is it called Creamy Radiant Creamy? I really wanted to give this one a go, just primarily because Fairer is a brand that I've had a lot of success with in the past. So yeah, I got this in the shade Light. It claims to be full coverage concealer. Don't tend to wear concealer like every single day, but I definitely am always up for trying out one from one of my favourite brands on AliExpress. Okay, so next I got a single eye makeup brush. So this is by the Soraya brand. And whenever I see the Soraya brand, it always makes me think, wow, they're ripping off Zoeva, of course. So this one is called the Crease 861. So it looks like this. It's got quite a big, fluffy kind of brush head bit. Is it called a brush head? I think it's very soft, fluffy, although it does look like it's become a little bit out of shape. Can you see that from how it's been sat in the packaging? I think once it's had a chance to get back to its proper shape, you know, just spread its wings and be the brush that it's always wanted to be, it will then be living its very best life again. I feel like this would be perfect for buffing out a all over crease kind of shade. Okay, so next I got a set of eye brushes from the Mange brand. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, the Mange, but I feel like when I see the name Mange, it instantly makes me think mangy, and it makes me think of like a poor homeless dog that just it doesn't have a home, and his fur's all like dreadlocks, and it stinks, and it's got bald patches and the fleas, and I just feel so sad whenever I see a dog. Luckily I've not seen a homeless dog in a long time. They seem to be a thing of the past now, so I'm really pleased about that. I got this bag of brushes, and you know, I have a little bone to pick with Mange, honestly, because as I was just reaching in so I could get the brushes out and we could have a little inspection of them, I noticed, oh my gosh, we have a detachment, we have a situation that's happened in here. So can you see one of the heads, i.e. this one, has already decided to come off. I've not got one eye look out of her yet, and already she's fecked. Okay, anyway, so these are the rest of the brushes. So I believe that this was a 11 pack, although did people actually sell things in 11 packs? Because usually it's 12, but I'm going to discount fecked up brush, of course. So we've only got, wait, 9 brushes. Right, okay, anyway. No one cares. This is what the set looks like. So these are all eye brushes. They look okay, but I'm not super impressed because normally, like when you get a brush, especially like, you know, like an angled brush that's meant for precision, all of the little hairs and bristles will all be like one level. Not this one, no. We've got lots of like, it's like loose ends just like sticking up. The same could be said for, I don't know if you can see this eyeliner brush. You've just got one long bit. It looks like a parrot's head or a Mohican. It's just like just sticking up there. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. But obviously, like, you know, the biggest disappointment was the fact that one just came completely detached. They actually feel really soft, which is good. And I definitely feel like I will get some good use out of these. But I mean, I suppose I've never really felt the following statement more than I do right now. You get what you pay for. Okay, so I know at the beginning of the video I told you that I have a mask to show you today. So I have bought a couple of like cloth, like fabric masks, but I find that, I don't know what it is, but I get really sweaty in a fabric mask. So I decided I'm just sticking to like the surgical kind of paper type of mask. But I really wanted to like jazz them up a bit because I was just getting like really bored of just wearing like, you know, the actual surgical mask. I was thinking, this isn't me. Like, where is my personality actually coming through in this mask? I mean, it's just like a blank mask. Like, this is the kind of mask that a dentist would wear. And I want to show my personality more than that. You know, my mask, it needs to be spunky just like me. Luckily for me, I was perusing on AliExpress, of course, one late night, and I came across rainbow paper masks, and it's actually beautiful, guys. Like, so I got a pack of 50. They cost about £4, I think, but they're actually, well, they feel like really good quality. They feel like velvety almost. I mean, I know they're disposable. I know they're not necessarily like the best for the environment, but I do put them in my recycling. I don't just like dispose of them all like a lot of people do, just throw them on the side of the road, which, I mean, I think that's going to become a new problem for carbon warriors, is the amount of paper masks that's been thrown just here, there and everywhere. Okay, so to finish off the video today, I have an eyeshadow palette that I am super excited about, and I know I am super excited about any eyeshadow palette. I'm super excited about any makeup product. I'm even super excited about rainbow masks these days, but this one in particular is just the one that I'm dying to try. So again, this is by the GUICAMI brand, and I didn't plan to have 2 eyeshadow palettes from this same brand in the same video, but it just so happened that I think GUICAMI is just making the most beautiful eyeshadow palettes right now, so I need them all. This palette is called the Good as Gold palette. If I remember correctly, she is the most beautiful kind of cool toned gold, bronze, like sheeny, shiny, shimmery. I'm gonna let you see her first. What are we thinking, guys? Am I going to be impressed with this? Do you know what? No, I think she does look beautiful. I don't know why, but I was expecting that there was going to be like a kind of like a pink in there, but there is no pink in here. And I was kind of expecting a pink, but it's fine. She does have a beautiful kind of, you know, charcoaly kind of grey, so I like that. I'm loving the golds. I'm loving this kind of taupey shade. I love this kind of very like orangey peach. I'm loving this kind of rich chocolate shade, and this one looks interesting as well, which is like a metallic charcoal. So do you know what, actually, yes, even though she wasn't exactly what I had in my mind, I actually think she looks really beautiful, so I will definitely be trying her out soon, and you know, we can do like a review and we'll see how she goes. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope that 2021 is starting out to be a good year for you. I hope that wherever you are, your situation is a good one, and I hope that everyone's doing well. I hope that you're happy and healthy, and I will see you in the next video.